Oh, YouTube, Spider G back here. Sharpen this one that I had listed. I couldn't believe nobody picked this one up. S35v titanium frag. An S35v matching clip, deep carry. Wow. Okay. I'll keep it. Very good edge on that. But I'm gonna go ahead and clean it out. Alright. So I'll go ahead and take out the pivot screw. Keep everything together. Alright, so we got T8s all the way around. There we go. And then there we go. There we go. So we keep the body screws. You don't have to take off the pocket clip. Just make sure when you do it. Okay, so that spring doesn't go flying. Shouldn't. It's got a pretty good what's acting as a detent already. So I take my spring, take this blade straight up out. We can take a plunge and pop out the pivots. Put all the hardware on this side. I put my bearings on this side, and I put the blade out of play. So now is where, let me grab some alcohol. Plunge locks, they can, some of them are easy, some of them are not so much. Like this one could be a little finicky because it is titanium, and you got to get that in there perfectly. Well, not perfectly, but it on other ones you could kind of get in there. This one's, you just got to really pay attention. It's not difficult whatsoever. But let's go ahead and clean this off from any shavings, especially around. I usually take a Q-tip, but I'm already here. Just cleaning the holes out. Put it through the pivot hole and just clean out the action, because that's this is usually what's moving around, since it is a ambidextrous lock. No, you needed a lefty there. Come on, Kizer. All right, so face. There we go. And then I usually take the plunge part that locks up and put some good alcohol on there. Also the pivot. And then I will do the pivot screw. Okay. And then the spring is good. So we will start by putting the pivot back in. The D shape is right there, so I base it where I could put it right down on top. Okay, so let's go ahead and lubricate these bearings. was even thinking of putting skips in these when I listed them, but I'm like, no. People wanted this thing for super cheap, and it's not cheap. It's a very, very good knife. Weight relieving. Look at that. I mean, it's deep. It's light for titanium, and what you have there, I mean, it's awesome. This s35v in steel or blade. Yeah. So, alright. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and place, because right now it has this ring in there, which I like because it keeps this stable. The fit and finish on this is good because this spring sits right on top. Alright, and doesn't fall over. Now, you could put a little juice in here since there's no real detent ball or hole, so that way kind of give yourself a little bit more action. And on this part, if you could kind of see, I always try to show this, but the bearing is in there. There's a cutout, kind of come in at an angle to where I put my blade down and it's in the groove as if it was going back and forth, right? So I keep it as if it's engaged, or if it's halfway engaged there. And then I'll go ahead and drop this bearing in, and then I'll rub some KPL on there. So now here, I'm gonna be real careful. You're gonna try and line everything up pretty much at the exact same time. Make sure your D shape is facing the same way here, which should be toward the clip. So lines up. Where's my D shape? It's not lining up. Hold on. Came out of. There we go. Okay. There we go. You just gotta really pay attention to the D shape pivot, and then you just pinch, make sure everything is seated. You could press that button, but just make sure gravity, you're holding it upside down, and then you could close it, keep it pinched. So, weird feeling that this isn't. Alright, let me go ahead and put this in. Alright. Just to a snugness. Yeah, okay, so let me put these body screws in real quick. Just a snugness. Wasn't too hard to do, but if you get ahead of yourself, it could be a pain in the butt. So if you start to, get frustrated and it just won't, the plunge won't fit in, or it's just not, springing, it's not, just walk away for like a good 5 minutes and then come back with some fresh eyes on it, and you'll be able to put it back together. You just got to step away for a second. Alright, so let's make this to where I like it. Oh yeah, that's good. Let's see if I can go a little more. See, that one has a long travel too. So the longer the travel of that plunge, the more it gets engaged, and that's a correct plunge lock. Because the farther that, if you can kind of see it, bam, that'll come down and engage fully into that lock face that's in there. You can kind of see that round, and then bam, gets all the way engaged, and then you can see the protrusion of that button when you have to press it down all the way to get it to go. So it's very secure. And that's dead nut centered. Very good clean knife. If this is something y'all want me to relist, let me know in the comments. Other than that, I gave people a chance. I am not going under 100 on this. It'll be 100 across the board. And that's just the way I'm gonna do things. So I've been given deals and deals and deals, deals and deals. It's like I need to stop doing so many deals because I'm taking a loss on a lot of these. So, but yeah, that was just a quick cleaning, disassembly maintenance cleaning after a good sharpening on this. Check out this edge one more time. Doesn't like it when I cut lots of pieces of paper, so I'm trying to keep these together. But yeah, this such an awesome fidgety knife. I have the micarta on number 1 out of that batch, which is pretty cool. This is a definite slicer. It's got 17-degree edge on it. So if I was to poke it through, this has a 600 grit edge on it. I like s35v, but or was this a 1200? I'm not sure. I forget, because I just did the voltaics. This one was a little while ago, but I did order the universal DM thing, the universal holder from the Knife Co, and some more stroppy stuff. Some a big bottle of 0.5, another bottle of 1, and that's it for that. It was 2 30 mils and the universal holder. And I was talking to Jared on Instagram on what links he could show me to get some resin bonded high grit stones for my finishing like he does there. So I gotta check my messages, see if he responded. He asked me to hit him up on Instagram and he'll provide some links for me. So that'd be cool. Digging that. And it shipped out pretty quick too. That was one thing about that, was like you don't get any discounts or anything, and you pay for shipping, and you know. So a lot of things I'll get elsewhere, but that universal holder I couldn't find anywhere. So, and to help support, I mean, I don't mind using his links, you know, but I gotta save money where I save money, you know, because I do want these high grit stones, and I know they're gonna be super expensive, so I don't mind spending as long as they're the right ones, you know, diamonds all the way through, synthetic, CBN, resin, whatever, you know, 8x3, something. But yeah. Also, this one holds a lot of special knives for me, so put this in here. Also, I've been seeing people showing off their TPUs, so just a little glance at one of mine, and that will do it. If you found this interesting, or have any questions, give me a like, sub, comment. Have fun, be safe. I'll catch you guys on the very next one. Peace out.